PHA, PHA, PHA.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Our guest of honor, Dr. Anmol Ahluwalia, could not join us today because of an unforeseen pressing engagement. He has graciously sent his video message for PHA convention delegates. But first, let's view his profile. May I have the profile of Dr. Ahluwalia?
PHA, PHA, PHA.
Dr. Anmol Ahluwalia. Dr. Anmol Ahluwalia is a Cluster General Manager, North Goa, IHCL, awarded Trailblazer of the Year, Indian Hotels Company Limited, IHCL, 2022-23. Dr. Anmol is known for his passion and commitment to see his vision through. His dedication, commitment, and hard work has been a testimony to the rise of the iconic Taj Fort Agoda Resort and Spa, Goa, the beautiful Taj Holiday Village Resort and Spa, Goa, and Amma Stays and Trails, North Goa to greater heights. A graduate of IHM with an advanced diploma in hotel management from OCLD, Masters of Marketing, and a PhD. Dr. Anmol believes education is just as important as life lessons. Starting his professional tenure as a housekeeping management trainee with the Oberoi Group, Dr. Anmol has come a long way to achieve his goals. He has almost 2 decades of experience in luxury hospitality. Over the years, he has had a rich and varied experience and spearheaded the housekeeping and accommodations for various prestigious hotels across Oberoi, including Oberoi Amar Vilas, Oberoi New Delhi, Oberoi Mumbai, etc. With IHCL from 2005, he has been instrumental in leading housekeeping operations across various hotels including Taj Fort Agoda Resort and Spa, Goa, Taj Bengal, Kolkata, Taj Chandigarh, Taj Lands End, Mumbai, and Vivanta Panaji, Goa, before being appointed as General Manager of Taj Wellington Mews, Mumbai in 2015 with the added portfolio as Head of Center of Excellence, Housekeeping and Accommodations for IHCL in 2017. As Head of COE, he has pioneered several innovative initiatives from creating unique bespoke experiences to elevating the standard of accommodations department in IHCL. He has put in place mechanisms for quality improvement, making it an extension of his perfectionist self. Training, mentoring, and developing talent is something he is very passionate about. Employee engagement is just as important as guest satisfaction for him. After all, it's the people who build the industry, he feels. Dr. Anmol is known for his positive attitude and willingness to learn, adapt, and respectfully work with all. A proven leader with excellent communication and interpersonal skills, he leads by example. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands and welcome Dr. Anmol Ahluwalia, the Cluster General Manager, North Goa, IHCL.
And now, can I have his video message played, please?
Hello to my colleagues from the fraternity and the entire housekeeping family. It is such a great honor today to be able to address all of you, and though I am not present physically, to be there amongst all of you in my thoughts and in my prayers. It is such a great pride for me to be able to address the fraternity, which has been an integral part of my entire career and life over the last 3 decades. I started my career in housekeeping, and I firmly believe once a housekeeper, forever a housekeeper. I think the values and the entire ecosystem in which you work gets embedded by the thought process with which you live. And housekeeping has instilled in me the values of people and process management. It is such a great feeling today to be able to address all of you and narrate to you certain things which I firmly believe are important for a successful executive housekeeper to be able to essay. I think the most important thing today for every housekeeper is to be able to inspire our people. Today, in the hospitality industry, the biggest crunch that we are facing is manpower. People are not joining the industry, and the ones who are joining the industry also are looking for other avenues to choose as streams. People are joining alternative fields like revenue management, sales and marketing, but not willing to join and explore the world of housekeeping, which basically comes to a very basic, simple fact that we have a crunch of talented resources in housekeeping. If we have to be able to run our successful departments, we have to be able to inspire every person who works with us. And we have to be able to nurture them from the time they step into the industry. We have so many students who come and train under us in our respective hotels and resorts. I think the first step is to be able to inspire them, to handhold them, to guide them, and to be able to show how successful housekeepers today are able to build even successful hotels. So I think this is an extremely important challenge each one of us face, and I'm sure with each of your dedicated response, we will be able to build a pipeline for the future. The second biggest challenge that we all face is of material. I think in our field, what is very important is to be able to have seamless conversations amongst ourselves, cross-cutting brands and hotels. One hotel's or one housekeeper's challenge becomes every other person's learning. And if we are able to speak, if we are able to share, if we are able to add value and share our best practices, I'm sure as an industry we can evolve. We all have some pockets of knowledge, some pockets of best sharing, and if we all are able to come together, like in this particular forum that we are all sitting together, we will be able to add value and we will be able to overcome those challenges. I think the third challenge which lies ahead of us, which is also an opportunity, is today in the changing world, we have to be able to speak about sustainability and we have to be able to speak about cleaner and greener goals. One of the things that I think with personal experience I would like to narrate is differences that all of us can make in our respective hotels by using a little more innovative and out-of-box thinking. Everybody is today talking about providing in the rooms, for example, bath sheets. I firmly believe that if we are able to change from bath sheets to bath towels, we will be able to save on so much of more HLP cost. We will be able to save on water, we will be able to save on chemicals, we will be able to save on so many other resources which I think tomorrow are going to get compounded and get added not just as expensive but also as a hindrance to the environment or to the future. I think smaller steps which each housekeeper can take, whether it is eradication of plastic, whether it is to be able to think of out-of-box areas as far as flower arrangements are concerned, as far as guest amenities are concerned, as far as guest delight is concerned, we will be all able to add feathers to our cap, both in the forums of ESG as well as sustainability. I think what is also last and most important is to be able to create experiences for our guests. What our guests sometimes remember and speak about is food and beverage, because that is a department which is always in the front and everybody takes an inspiration from them. But seldom do people remember that the finely turned lobby or an immaculately kept cloakroom, a smiling room attendant who has wished you in the guest corridor, are also moments of joy. A hotel comes alive by the great immaculate housekeeping and turn-down services. A hotel looks resplendent when people walk in, whether they are residents or non-residents, whether they are coming for a conference or they are coming to stay. These are those moments which are added by a housekeeper which go a long way in creating brand recall and brand value. I think all of us should give a pat on our back because each of us are the torchbearers of guest experiences. And we should remember to inculcate the same value in our teams, in our staff members, and most importantly, we should not forget to remind our respective general managers and hotel teams what a great value and a great job does every housekeeper do. It's the housekeepers which bring about a smile, whether it is a neatly turned out staff, an immaculately pressed uniform, a great towel or a napkin which has been left behind in a restaurant. It is the smaller touches of fragrance, of touch, of smell, of what you see, of what you feel. These are those moments which cannot be quantified, but they remain with you forever. A well-ironed and a well-turned-out public space is something which guests will remember, and this is something which we always take pride in. I believe each housekeeper is a pride of this industry, and each housekeeper gives back so much more than what he or she takes back. So have the sense of pride. Remember you're doing an immaculate job, and Remember, this fraternity together can make a huge amount of difference. I applaud each one of you today to have spent this time to come and spend this day of learning with Jayashree and the team, and I wish each of you best of luck. Have a great afternoon.
Significant thoughts to take away from that message, and we thank Dr. Ahluwalia for that.